What's going on? Is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. It's like this story just will not go away, bro. It won't. And we all knew that the fallout was going to be extensive, but it continues to pile up. Reports came out today that pole to pole, I believe it was Disney that was supposed to be shooting this, Nat Geo specifically, with Will Smith's Westbrook Productions, doing multiple projects with Disney, now canceled or put on hold indefinitely, which is basically being canceled. I just came out of the Sky Club and I was reading about it while I was waiting on my delayed flight. Canceled, right? And then in addition to that, I don't know if you guys remember, but on Netflix, look at this. Hey girl, how you doing? But on Netflix, Bright, it was a movie that came out on Netflix. It was kind of panned by critics, but I thought that it was really, really entertaining. And it immediately gave a jolt over to Netflix in that it was a movie called Bright, where it was like these creatures and humans existed alike. And there was like a racism theme that was attached to it and things like that. But that's been panned or canceled. Bright 2, which they were supposed to be scheduled to shoot that also. Bright 2 has been canceled from Netflix. Some people speculated that it might have been canceled or they were expecting for it to be canceled previously. But too bad. Can y'all hear that kid? Can y'all imagine sitting next to that kid on a plane? I can't. But Bright 2 has been canceled also from Netflix, so Netflix is not going to be shooting that. They also put another project on hold indefinitely, or they postponed it as far as shooting for Will Smith, and the fallout just can continue. Now, here's the thing that to take away from this. It's one thing to mess up and then recover from it, but it's another thing when it starts to affect not only your bag, but the company that you own, which also is a fallout for the employees that work for that company. All because you had a mishap in judgment, or the pressure got to you too much, or you aligned yourself with a toxic woman who is still shooting her red table talk, by the way, going all the way to her galas and all of that other type of stuff. Let me tell you something. When she showed up to this recent gala and she had on her dress, and you know, you got different people doing interviews and she's still making statements. Meanwhile, there's reports that he checked into a luxury rehab due to stress. Yo, I need you to hold me down the same way that I held you down. Even though he held her down wrong, and I believe that he's been influenced for an extended period of time because of her mishaps as a result of August Alsina, I need you to hold it down and disappear along with me, not be out here doing stuff when things start to go awry. If we a unit and we move the same type of way, we move on the same time no matter what. But that's not what we're seeing. We're seeing him lose the bag, and if some reports or rumors allegedly are true, they saying that he don't even really want to be with her no more. You know, he had already made a commitment. They say that, and of course, I'm just talking based off of the rumors and the things that's going on. And we all know that there may be a little bit of truth to some rumors, because there's been rumors for an extended period of time that they was cheating, and we see how that played out. But there may be a tinge of truth to it. Now, they say that he don't even really want to rock with her no more, which is one of the reasons that he kind of distanced himself from her in the first place. But then he out here slapping folks and falling out and losing tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars as a result of her indiscretions, and she's still out here rocking? Come on, man. We got to do better than that. I can't. Y'all don't really support the narrative that's being perpetuated here right now, do y'all? Y'all don't really agree with this whole fallout. And this is why we got to be a little bit more proactive, man. We got to be proactive in the people that we align ourselves with. We got to be proactive in making sure that everything, no matter what happens, and everything we do, we got to protect the bag. Secure the bag. Now, I'm sure Will Smith is going to be all right, and if he wanted to just retire today, he would be fine. But he's worked his whole life to build this legacy, only to have it all come crashing down in one slap. That's an issue. In my personal opinion, that's an issue. We cannot let men fumble the bag, and we need to surround ourselves with other people that's going to hold us accountable and give us the right insight and information in order to make better decisions. Bad decision all the way around. And I'm not even sure if he could have surrounded himself with a person that could have prevented him from doing that. But it was all of the stuff that led up to it that probably could have been prevented. And I don't know who he has in his circle. His image has been very much crafted to perfection, and he hasn't really made any missteps thus far. And it's all been the people that's surrounding him. And I sometimes wonder, right? Are some people meant to be by themselves? Not me, because I'm always going to be married and I'm never getting divorced, and I think that my life is awesome and I'm successfully married and things is great. Make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. Maybe I'll even do a marriage series episode for the marriage series this weekend. It depends. We're going to see how the flights go. I'm actually waiting on this flight to Houston. But we are securing the bag in the Patreon, and that link is in the description. But are some people meant to be by themselves? Because it's worse if you're going to be around somebody that don't have your best interest at heart than it is to just rock out by yourself. Like, did his whole family image contribute that much to his success, considering all of the downfall that's coming along with it? I don't know. I mean, I think it's worth debating. I think it's worth a conversation. I think that we have to learn from other people's mistakes, which is why it's so important to talk about this. Are y'all praying for Will Smith? I told y'all need to pray for Will Smith in the first place. Will ain't doing that great. He got a lot going on. He got a lot of pressure. I have a lot of pressure just from a business perspective, and I ain't even close to Will Smith's status. Not even a smidgen. I can only imagine what he's going through. And in those instances and in those times, you got to have women that's going to hold you down, not hold you back, not prevent you from getting to the bag, and certainly not continuing to do red table talks where she had Janelle Monáe on there talking about being non-binary. What is this bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Let me stop cussing for my daughter find me. Listen, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let this be a warning. The greatest, one of the greatest actors of our time, and a person that's certainly personified greatness as far as how he lives his life and being an upstanding gentleman and top of the food chain. Everything is coming crashing down. I think that Will be fine. Will recover. But what is it that we need to learn from this? Make sure that we be careful about the people that we let in our circle, because the people that you surround yourself can be the very downfall of you. It don't even have to be you. It could be the people that surround yourself, the people that you surround yourself with. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. Peace.